This is the Premier League from 2015. We're going 8 years back in time. We're going to play out the rest of the Premier League and see what happens. How many titles are each team going to win? Who's going to get relegated? What about the Champions League? That's a blast from the past. Oh my god. Okay, Santi Cazorla, Ozil, Ramsey on the wing, Alexis Sanchez when he was good, Nacho Monreal at fullback, Hector Bellerin bursting onto the scene. Aston Villa had Gabby Agbonlahor up top, and Micah Richards in defense. Bournemouth had, oh my god, they have Callum Wilson up top. Oh, Matt Ritchie when he was good. Oh my god, Chelsea have Diego Costa when he was good, Eden Hazard, Cesc Fabregas, John Terry, he's not retired yet, and Courtois and nets, of course. He hasn't moved to Real Madrid yet. Wilf Zaha on the wing still. Oh, Lukaku up front. Cleverly, Barkley, Seamus Coleman's one of the best players on the team. Tim Howard in net, John Stones, Gareth Barry. Oh my god. This is the title winning Leicester team. Yeah, we're gonna have Vardy, Mahrez, Drinkwater when he was still a capable footballer, Wes Morgan, Kasper Schmeichel. Liverpool have Jordan Ibe starting on the wing, Coutinho there, Benteke up top, a defensive Gomez, Sacco, Skirtle, Klein, and Mignolet. That is atrocious. Man City have a really cool team. They have Mangala and Kolarov in defense, but they have Aguero, David Silva playing Cam, Jesus Navas, Zabaleta. Manchester United have Adnan Januzaj. Oh my god. Starting at Cam, Romero in nets, Chris Smalling, Mata and Depay on each wing, Schneiderlin at CDM, and Rooney still up top as well. He's not gone anywhere. Newcastle have Gini Wijnaldum, Colaccini in defense, Mbemba, Janmaat, Tim Krul, Sissoko on the wing, Nathan Redmond, Wes Hoolahan the boy, John Ruddy. Oh, I forgot about him completely. Oh my god. Southampton have Jay Rodriguez, Mane at Cam. I wonder if he'll turn out to be the same player. Tottenham have Ericsson, Chadley, Dembele, Vertonghen, Lloris. This is before Dele Alli came onto the scene. And then Kane up top, 78 rated. Oh my goodness. Stoke City in the Premier League. Charlie Adam. Oh, the halfway line demon. Oh, Jermaine Defoe, Lee Cattermole, John O'Shea, Van Aanholt, Pantilimon, aka Mini Minter. Igalo. Oh my god. Watford have Igalo. Deeney up top. Nathan Cathcart in defense. At right back, which is not an overdone joke at all. West Brom, Rondon, the boy. Oh, I love Rondon. McManaman, James McLean. Nice. West Ham, Enner Valencia up top. Dimitri Payet. Mark Noble, Kouyaté. Wow, that was a flashback. That was the Premier League at the start of 2015. And I'm being Accrington Stanley because I don't want to influence anything in the Premier League. All the transfers, all the games, it's all going to happen organically. I have nothing to do with it. I guess I'll just simulate to Christmas. Some of the Premier League's biggest ever names are in this simulation. Wayne Rooney, Sergio Aguero, Eden Hazard, even people like Coutinho. Can he rewrite a legacy for himself at Liverpool? Or will he take the big money move again? There's so many narratives to discuss. Okay, it's Christmas now. Let's see the Premier League. So obviously this was the year that Leicester won the Premier League, and Chelsea are tied on points with Manchester United and Man City right behind them as well for the Premier League title 20 games in. Leicester are 14th on the table, really not particularly safe from relegation. I mean, they could lose a couple of games and get right down there very quickly. Norwich appear to be adrift. Wow, okay, this is a fascinating Premier League table. Leicester aren't really in this as a title team, and that's not surprising. Leicester's title run was completely out of the blue when it did happen. Oh my god. Manchester United won the league. This is so unrealistic. So we've completely deviated from reality. Already. At this point in time, their manager would have been Louis van Gaal, which makes him a Premier League winning manager, which is madness to me. I guess passing around the back really did work. But on the other side of the table, there's a four-way scrap for relegation. Watford are gone. Norwich could save themselves. They have 26 points and could survive. Whoever survives out of Norwich and West Brom are going to survive in the Premier League with the lowest points total of all time. Liverpool finished 5th with Jordan Ibe on the wing. Man City finished 4th with Aguero up top. Spurs finished 3rd with a 78 rated Harry Kane, and Chelsea finished 2nd with an OAP John Terry. Man United finished 1st with Adnan Januzaj. Oh my goodness, look at that scrap. Okay, it's a 5-way scrap for the title possibly. All teams are on fairly similar goal difference. If QPR lose, Derby in theory in 5th could still win the title. There's 3 games to go. Oh my god. I mean, in theory, Reading could win it as well. In the FA Cup final, it's Aston Villa versus Everton for some reason. Even in the round of 16, no major team made it apart from Spurs, but they were never going to win it anyway. Come on, let's be honest. Man City get knocked out by Villa in the round of 16, and then Villa beat Derby on penalties. Of course they beat us on penalties. I'm a Derby fan. Where are Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, even teams like West Ham who finished in the top half of the Premier League this season? Also, the Euros are on this year, which of course famously in 2016 Portugal won. I got my money on France. Oh my god, Manchester United bottled it. Oh wow. Wednesday got top? No. No, that was game 37. Manchester United were on like 86 points. How the hell? What happened? Okay, Chelsea won the league, I guess. Norwich got relegated on 20. No, this is wrong. Norwich lost points. What the hell happened? Oh my god. Okay, West Brom stayed up and Leicester got relegated. Watford survived somehow. What happened? Why did they all oh man, FIFA 16. I guess that's just what happens. That's so dumb. Okay, apparently Bournemouth got 16 points, so they lost points. So did Norwich. Watford, despite being completely bottom of the table, are now 13th after one game. I don't understand. I'm having a panic attack. Please help me. So in real life, Leicester won the league, but in this simulation, they got relegated at the first time of asking. That's bleak. Okay. And Aston Villa won the FA Cup. They beat Everton. Man City won the Capital One Cup. No surprises there, really. Although they did play Norwich of all teams in the final. And that wraps up a pretty quick year one. Not a lot really changed, but stuff is about to go mad now. We're going to see insane signings, weird winners, and just all-round chaos. Okay, Aubameyang handed in a transfer request from Dortmund. That's interesting. Victor Moses isn't leaving for FC Nantes. Sunderland wanted Chris Smalling. Interested in Hernandez. Southampton and Everton. Scotland progress in the Euros. Oh my god. Also, 2015-16 was the first year that Harry Kane won the Golden Boot in the Premier League, and I have no idea who won the Golden Boot because I can't check other league stats because this game is archaic. In the FA Cup, Manchester United beat Crystal Palace 2-1 after extra time. In this simulation, Aston Villa won. Oh my god. John Terry just regressed by 5 ratings. Coutinho's now 87 rated. Rooney's getting better despite being as old as the pyramids. Middlesbrough got promoted to the Premier League with Stuart Downing at cam and that team, so they're going to go straight back down again, I certainly hope. QPR also got promoted. Charlie Austin up front, and Nedo Manua in defense, and Sheffield Wednesday. The hell sort of team is that? I actually don't know anyone on that team. Bojan for Stoke is up to 82 rated. Rondon's up to an 81. Alexander Lacazette now plays for Man City. Leighton Baines is still alive. Ramirez, John Obi Mikel. Oh my. I hope this makes you feel nostalgic for old times because it's really doing it for me. I have no idea who won the Champions League last year. Oh, Real Madrid did. And in real life, they won the Champions League. We're currently in the quarterfinals of the European Championships. We have France, who just beat Spain to reach the semifinals. We also have Switzerland versus England, Germany versus Belgium, and Scotland, of all teams, versus the Netherlands. So the actual winners, Portugal, are out. The old simulation screen. I hope someone remembers this simulation screen. Here we go, deadline day. Oh my god. So Chelsea and Dortmund traded their strikers. Chelsea now have Aubameyang, which, I mean, just a little bit too early. I think he's, what is he, like 7 years early? Diego Costa is now playing with Dortmund. Man United in talks for Radia Nainggolan. There it is. Radia Nainggolan's gone to Manchester United for 43 million euros. A whole lot of money. Luis Gustavo. Ooh. Ultimate Team legend. Deadline day is over. Massive signings there. Diego Costa and Aubameyang getting traded is hilarious. Aubameyang is starting for Chelsea now. There you go. Dortmund elect to go with Immobile instead. That's completely fair. We can't see who won the Euros. Oh, surely it'll come up in the news, right? Oh wow. Okay, so England got to the final, and then Scotland beat the Netherlands, got to the semi-final of the Euros, and lost against Germany. Then Germany have England in the final a while ago. Nothing's ever come out about it. Oh, I got fired. There's one firing for me. Swindon Town, the big S. Wow, okay. Newcastle bought Lukaku for 25.5 million. Oh my. Okay, so Romelu Lukaku is now playing on Tyneside. Miralem Pjanic, Roma to Monaco, of all places. That's a big signing. Oh, Liverpool bought Witsel. Liverpool just bought Axel Witsel. That's a huge signing. Okay, Liverpool try to shore up their midfield before it all goes to crap. 8 years down the line, they still haven't, but they have done it in FIFA. But what does that mean for the Premier League table? Wow, okay. Premier League table looks like this. Arsenal at the top with 52 points, 24 games played, of course, so they're doing extremely well. Top 6 teams are what they are. However, Man City are last. Middlesbrough have a total of 6 points, but they have won a game. Yeah, that team was terrible. I have no idea how it came up. Sheffield Wednesday also not doing terribly. They've got 19 points from 24 games, so it's not great. They're doing better than I thought they would do, to be honest. I thought they were going to be right down there with Middlesbrough. So much for that. Leicester look like they're going to be coming right back up again if they continue this form, of course. With regards to the Champions League, we're at the round of 16 stage. Real Madrid have Man City, Arsenal have Porto, Chelsea have Inter, and Manchester United have Barcelona. Damn, that'll sell some tickets. Wow, what a tie. All English teams made it out of their group. And in the final of the League Cup, Man City going for a back-to-back play against Spurs, which means Man City have won the League Cup. Congratulations. All of the leagues are wrapped up. Who wins? Who loses? Who gets relegated? Who gets promoted? promoted, whose legacies are made, whose are broken. Man City take the league. They beat Arsenal by a solitary point, I suppose, winning on the last day. And that's not realistic to real life because Chelsea won the league. So we're 0 for 2. Whoa, okay. The 3 relegated teams are the 3 teams that got promoted last year. Middlesbrough, Sheffield Wednesday, and QPR. Middlesbrough with a grand total of 8 points, setting a Premier League record by an astonishing margin of 5 points, taking it off Derby County, which I will happily give to them. Watford surviving on 29 points is a Premier League record for the lowest points total survived on. With regards to the Championship, we're going to have Leicester coming up, getting 100 points in a season. Also Nottingham Forest coming up, which is a massive result for them. They didn't come up to the Premier League until 2022 in real life. In the playoffs, we have Bournemouth, Reading, Norwich, and Fulham, one of which are going to get promoted. Of course, Derby missing out by a single point. I'm not salty, you are. Brentford, there they are, currently in the Premier League, however down in 19th in the Championship, and Luton Town are 11th in the Football League 2. They've been in the Football League 2 for this entire video and will probably remain in the FL2 for the entirety of this video, which is not realistic to real life, of course. However, this is FIFA. We can only expect chaos. In the Confederations Cup, bet you forgot about that, Brazil beat Argentina 2-1. In the Europa League, Benfica win it all. Oh my goodness, okay. And in the Champions League, Bayern Munich beat Juventus in the final. That's not realistic because Real Madrid beat Juventus in the final in real life. What did I say, by the way? Of course, Spurs failed to get silverware. Manchester City win. It will be so funny if Spurs don't win a single trophy for this whole video. I will die. In the FA Cup, Arsenal win it. Of course they do. It is their tournament after all. And that is true to real life. 2016-2017, Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1 in the final. That's close enough. I mean, Aubameyang is getting better. Everton just didn't replace Romelu Lukaku. Now just have a random bronze guy up front. Of course, Leicester got promoted. Their team is basically unchanged. So can they win the title this time? Manchester City haven't really done any major business at all. Manchester United signed Radin Angolan and then left him on the bench for a 75 rated CDM. Adnan Januzaj is 82 rated though, and probably will become one of the best players in the world by the end of this simulation. Newcastle signed Musacchio. That's a big signing. They also signed Lukaku and have left him on the bench as well. Norwich have John Joe Shelby for some reason. That's amazing. Sadio Mane is 81 rated. Oh yeah, Liverpool signed Axel Witsel and just did nothing about it. Teams are signing players and then just not playing them for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Some of the big signings that took place this year include Neymar going to PSG for 200 million. Mbappe also going to PSG out on loan. Ousmane Dembele going from Dortmund to Barcelona for 100 million. Romelu Lukaku going from Everton to Man United for 85 million. Morata going from Real Madrid to Chelsea for 75 million. Imagine spending 75 million on Morata. As far as the biggest deals of the window, we have Carvalho, Dos Santos, and Pizzi. Morata declares that he's staying at Juventus for some reason and not going to Schalke. Brazil won the Confederations Cup though. Manolas goes from Roma to Lyon. That's interesting. Lionel John Lewis, his name is a shop. Massive transfers that happen in real life never really went down. Benteke declares that he's staying at Liverpool despite an approach from Newcastle. Dybala pledges his loyalty to Juventus despite an approach from, guess who? Newcastle again. That is incredible. Apparently Newcastle are minted over, oh, I thought I said over milk. Okay, I'm a dumbass. The last era is gone. Deadline day is over. Nothing happened. Nathaniel Klein was about to go to Lazio for 22 million. That'd be the biggest waste of money ever. Leicester City keep Kante, thanks be to God. Bayern won the Super Cup. I guess that's cool. And in the final of the League Cup, Arsenal have Hull City. Not realistic. Chelsea had Manchester United in this year, but Arsenal Hull City was an FA Cup final in 2014. Kind of weird, I guess. And in the Premier League, down the bottom of the table, Nottingham Forest, Norwich, and Watford. And in the Championship, Bournemouth and QPR are topping it, with Sheffield Wednesday, Middlesbrough, Reading, and Cardiff all in playoff places, all of which will likely get relegated if they do get promoted. I'm about to get fired as well. That's lame. Oh well, give me your club. Who am I going to next? I go back to Accrington. Yes. Here we are once again at the end of the season. Let's see who won the trophies and pray it wasn't Tottenham because that would be funny. In the World Cup, by the way, we're still in the group stage. Round of 16s to be determined, but Ireland are there, which means we're going to win it because that's how the world works. Oh, European League. No! Spurs won a trophy. Oh, okay. This is unrealistic. We may sack this off. Here, give it up. I'm leaving. I'm done. It's over. Well, Spurs have won a trophy, and it's completely unrealistic because Spurs are terrible and everyone knows that. So why on earth would they get them? Oh my god. Arsenal won the Champions League. Okay, that's fine. Spurs got one up. Arsenal won the Champions League against Barcelona on penalties in 2018. Alexis Sanchez, Ozil era. In 2018, the real winners of the Champions League were Real Madrid for a third consecutive time, beating Liverpool. That was the Karius game. Hull actually won. Oh my god. Hull actually won. They beat the European champions Arsenal. And in the FA Cup, what? Where? What is this matchup? Okay, West Brom had Sunderland for some reason. The real matchup was Chelsea Man United. United, because that makes sense. West Brom lost to Sunderland 2-1. Sunderland gets some silverware. That's it. We're currently 3 years into this 8-year experiment, and so far, what have we learned? Spurs can actually win stuff. Arsenal are European champions. Man City haven't really won anything of significance, and Manchester United are gods again. Speaking of which, they won the Premier League by 8 points, despite having Adnan Januzaj good in this, I forgot. Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City are the other teams that locked up Champions League places. Arsenal and Spurs get Europa League. Well, Arsenal don't because they won the Champions League. Neither do Spurs because they won the Europa League, which means Newcastle get European football. So does Sunderland because they won the FA Cup, which means they're both in the Europa League. I hope they don't play each other. That would be the death of the world. Nottingham Forest and Norwich both get relegated alongside Watford. Sunderland stay up by the skin of their teeth despite winning the FA Cup. So do West Brom, who are also finalists in the FA Cup. In the Championship, QPR and Burnley go up. Fulham, Derby, and Hull and Sheffield Wednesday are all in the playoffs. Wonder if Derby can get to the Premier League. That would be nice for me. I'm going to sim to next season, then I'm going to show you all the best stats in the World Cup. But I did just get fired. Oh my god. That's 3 firings now. I've been fired twice from Accrington Stanley and once from Swindon Town. I'm devastated. Where am I going next? Oh, I have to go back to Swindon. I'm going back to Swindon. They're taking me again. Let's go. These 2 clubs are being sacrificed for the sake of science, and honestly, I completely respect that. It's such a noble cause. Ireland won. Oh my god, we beat Chile. Okay, I wonder if we get through. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Arsenal play against Spurs in the Super Cup. Gabriel Bonahor still exists. Burnley are in the Premier League once again. Jerome Boateng playing for Chelsea. Oh my god, that's interesting. Also, it's important to mention that this summer is the summer that Courtois got his massive move to Real Madrid, and Alisson and Keita both got transferred to Liverpool for about 150 million in total. Everton still haven't got a new striker. I don't know how they haven't got relegated with a 63 rated striker, but we are still here somehow. Hull got promoted. Harry Maguire is finally in the Premier League. He's here to grace us with his presence. So is Andy Robertson. He'll probably get a transfer, but Harry Maguire, he has time to grow. And Jamie Vardy has begun regressing in 2018. Yes, this is real. So is Wes Morgan. Manchester City haven't really made any improvements to their team apart from signing Lacazette as a backup to Aguero. And Manchester United finally implement Nainggolan into their system. That's a really strong team. Oh, Ireland got knocked out. No. Do you get to round 16? Yeah, okay, Spain knocked us out. I can live with that. And Spain got Russia. Oh, damn. If we beat Spain, then we could have had Russia. And then we could have had Germany and Brazil. The 2018 World Cup in Russia has been resimulated. And here is what happened. Germany beat Brazil in penalties in the quarterfinals. France beat Netherlands. Spain beat Russia. And England beat Bulgaria, who somehow made it this far. In the semis, England beat France. Again, by the way, they beat them before in the Euros in 2016. And once again, in the semi-final, England come out on top. Third place playoffs between France and Brazil. And the final is between England and Spain. Spain won! Oh, thank God. Okay, England didn't win. France came third place. England lost the World Cup final. They will never live that down. With regards to stats, Diego Costa got 12 goals. Oh my God. This year, Manchester City won the Premier League over Liverpool, and Liverpool won the Champions League over Tottenham Hotspur in the final. Also, this was the year that Cristiano Ronaldo went from Real Madrid to Juventus for like 100 million. And the FA Cup final this year, Manchester City beat Watford 6-0. Last year, it was West Brom versus Sunderland, so really, it could be anyone. Fingers crossed for Derby. Everton still haven't bought a backup striker, and Kone's regressing quite a lot. Just make Harry Maguire the captain already, please. Oh wow, Saido Berahino up top for West Brom. Victor Wanyama as well. That's a fun West Brom team. Andy Carroll up top for West Ham, the boy. He's been up top this entire time. Oh, Liverpool bought Juan Carlos. That has to be a made-up person, please. Who the hell is Juan Carlos? That's the most default Spanish name ever. Why would... What? I've never heard of this guy. Marcus Rojo turns down a move to Fiorentina as well, and deadline day's over. Juan Carlos is the biggest signing of the window by far. Arsenal beat Spurs, by the way, in the Super Cup, and in the final of the League Cup, massive West Ham have Arsenal. Arsenal are top. Oh my God. Arsenal are completely incredible in this simulation. They've already won the Champions League, but 3 teams are tied right behind them. Man City, Man United, and Chelsea right on their coattails. Then we have Liverpool, Spurs, Everton on 7th, despite having a terrible attack. They have Tom Cleverley on the wing, and he's like their highest rated attacker. Burnley haven't won a game, neither have Hull. They have an added points total of 15 points. QPR have 11 points. Crystal Palace have 13 and aren't in the relegation zone. This is madness. What's going on at the bottom of the table? In the Europa League, Man City beat Olympiacos in the final. First of all, why are Man City in the Europa League? Second of all, how the hell did Olympiacos get to the final? What the hell? And Arsenal, oh my God, they went back to back. Arsenal went back to back. Champions League winners. Arsenal beat Juventus. Did Arsenal pull off a treble of a Champions League, a Super Cup, and the Premier League? No, they didn't. They came 8th. Oh my God. They fell right off in the Premier League. Man City won it by a single point. They beat Manchester United, and Chelsea weren't too far behind either. Spurs actually stay ahead of Arsenal on goal difference. Relegated are Burnley, Crystal Palace, and West Brom. QPR dug themselves out of the hole. Oh my god. 3 teams on 36 points. None of them got relegated. Newcastle have European football. So does Swansea. Oh wow. Arsenal almost did the treble. Arsenal are incredible. Oh no, they did the treble. Actually a quadruple if you count the Super Cup. Arsenal are the Man City of this simulation. Arsenal quadruple winners. Okay, as we enter this season, 2019-2020, what happened? Eden Hazard got his big money move to Real Madrid. Harry Maguire moved from Leicester City to Manchester United for an incredible fee. Romelu Lukaku left Manchester United and went to Inter Milan. Nicolas Pepe was bought by Arsenal. Rodri was purchased by Manchester City, as was João Cancelo. Aaron Wan-Bissaka went to Manchester United. And Ndombele went to Spurs. Vardy's 69 rated. He's regressing further. Benteke's up to an 85. He's now kind of world class. Yaya Toure's regressing. Rooney's not regressing at all. He's holding strong. Musacchio's up to an 86, so now Newcastle have a world class centre back to support Tim Krul and Mbemba. This Nottingham Forest team is so odd, and I have no idea how they are here. He who must not be named is still there. Arsenal are the Invincibles. West Ham are massive. That's about all I have to say. In the Super Cup, Arsenal play against Man City. Can Arsenal make it back-to-back Super Cups, just like they made it back-to-back Champions Leagues? This year in football, Liverpool won the Premier League. Manchester City came second and Man United came third. Arsenal won the FA Cup over Chelsea 2-1. We've talked about the transfers. We've talked about the major events in football. Let's see if anything similar or very different transpires. Paulo Dybala gets his move away from Juventus. Now, only 35 million for Paulo Dybala. Seems like a steal. Gaston Ramirez, 24 million. Oh my god. Oh damn, Liverpool did it. Liverpool just bought Musacchio, which is Newcastle's best defender. The 86 rated guy who plays it for every game and basically carries Newcastle. I mean, they needed a centre-back. Skirtle was regressing. They filled the gap. Huge purchase for Liverpool. Sanabria additionally goes from Roma to Leverkusen, just like Dybala. David Alaba, 21 million. Arsenal make a move. That's a great signing for Arsenal. But in the Super Cup, Manchester City actually beat Arsenal. The Europa League winner beat the Champions League winner. And in the final of the League Cup, we have Swansea City versus Stoke City. Where are the big clubs? Top of the Premier League is Manchester City on 62 points from 24 games. Down the bottom of the table, we have Hull, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth. Nobody on single-digit points this time. Oh wow, okay, Inter Milan win the Europa League, and the Champions League, it's a Clasico. Barcelona beat Real Madrid. In real life, Chelsea won over Man City. In the League Cup final, Stoke beat Swansea 2-1. And the FA Cup final, Arsenal again. In real life, they did win the FA Cup 2-1 against Man City. No, they didn't. They won 2-1 against Chelsea. Speaking of Chelsea, they won the league by a lot of points. Wow, Jesus, okay. And who got relegated? West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Watford. Shame for West Ham. They've been in the Premier League this entire time. Coming up from the Championship, we have West Brom, Crystal Palace, who got relegated last year, and one of Sheffield Wednesday, Burnley, Wolves, and Fulham. We're a derby mid-table. Are we going to ever come up? Probably not. Luton Town are still distinctly average in League 2, by the way. So now we're in the 2020-2021 year. This year, Manchester City won the Premier League, Leicester City won the FA Cup, Chelsea won the Champions League. 3 different clubs won the 3 different trophies. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of transfers really going on. Arsenal kind of have the same team that they started with, like exactly. Aston Villa got a new striker. Everton still haven't bought a replacement striker. It's the 65 rated dude, but I mean, he must be doing a job, right? Otherwise, they just get rid of him. Hull City have Jared Bowen starting up front. Wow, Harry Maguire up to a 76, Andy Robertson up to an 81. Leicester City have got rid of Jamie Vardy. He is gone, which is interesting because last season, in real life, he was a top scorer. Benteke is up to an 86 rated player. Coutinho is starting to regress. Musacchio at centre-back is killing it. Nathaniel Klein is 85 rated. Not realistic at all. Man City are just chilling. David Silva is beginning to regress now. Yaya Toure is too. Kolarov's regressing. Joe Hart is better. Adnan Januzaj still 83 rated. Rooney's still 87 rated, despite being, to put it bluntly, old. Tottenham Hotspur. Harry Kane's now 83 rated. Ericsson's 85 rated. Bentaleb holding down the midfield. Dembele on the wing for some reason. And no Dele Alli. Bojan, Shaqiri, Arnautovic, Shawcross. Jack Butland's still in nets. They're doing pretty well. Sunderland, Mandron up top. Lee Catamol still in midfield with Jack Rodwell. Djilabodji in defense with Coates. Oh my god. But of course, because it's 2020, we have the European Championships to look forward to, as well as all the other competitions just as normal. Couple big signings this summer. Ruben Diaz joins Man City. Kai Havertz leaves Bayer Leverkusen to join Chelsea. Alvaro Morata moves away from Chelsea, goes to Atletico Madrid. Alexis Sanchez goes to Inter Milan from Manchester United. And Diogo Jota joins Liverpool. However, in this game, not a lot has really happened. Ezekiel went for 40 million. What a transfer that is. Oh my goodness. Vidal final from Toulouse to Queen's Park Rangers. 25 million. Wow. Queen's Park Rangers blown the budget. Barcelona won the Super Cup as well. The final of the League Cup is Liverpool versus Stoke. Liverpool haven't won anything, I don't think, in all of these simulations. Can they finally win something, even if it is just a League Cup? Jurgen Klopp hasn't been that successful in this simulation. And in the Premier League, Manchester City lead the way with Chelsea right behind them, Manchester United as well, and Everton in the Champions League places. Still a lot to play for with their 60-something rated striker. And at the bottom of the table, Hull City are in single digits. Burnley are 19th, Crystal Palace 18th. Lucas with a massive money move from PSG to Bilbao. Wow, that's a massive moment. Lucas does not sign for Spurs. Goes to Atletico Bilbao instead, a different challenge and maybe a sniff of silverware. Granted, Spurs did win the Europa League. That's the end of the transfer window. Inflation hasn't really happened like it has in real life. At this time, it feels like £100 million transfer happens every window, and that hasn't really happened. Jack Grealish is still floundering somewhere. Let's sim to the end of 2021. In the Europa League final, Spurs lose to Leverkusen 1-0. At least they made the final. Manchester United, oh my goodness. Man United have just won the Champions League in 2021. In real life, Chelsea won it, but in this simulation, Manchester United in 2021 win the Champions League. In the League Cup final, Liverpool destroy Stoke City 4-0. And in the FA Cup final, Liverpool almost do a cup double, but they don't. Man City do clinch it, 88 points. Manchester United get 86, Chelsea get 82. I think the most I've seen for points total is 90 by Chelsea. No Centurions. Everton gets 7th on the table, which is a good result, and QPR get 8th. Really good. Getting relegated are Hull, Bournemouth, and Swansea. In reality, of course, Manchester City did win the title this year, and they do win it in FIFA. However, in less convincing fashion. Manchester United came second in real life, which is just like in FIFA. Oh, by the way, Danny Welbeck was the top scorer in the Confederations Cup. In the Europa League, Nasser Chadli and Danny Welbeck are the top scorers. And in the Champions League, Neymar for Barcelona, Rooney for Manchester United, and De Santo for Schalke. Juan Carlos, the boy from Liverpool. And we've been fired again. No, we don't get Accrington Stanley. We'll take Morecambe. The Mighty Shrimps, I don't know what they're called. Joel Campbell, oh my goodness, committing to Arsenal. Oh wow, okay, Tagliafico gets his move away from Argentina finally in 2021. He goes and plays in France for EA Wingamp, who I haven't heard of since FIFA 16. The team sheets wise, Arsenal have signed Verratti. Oh my goodness, that's a huge signing for the midfield. Everton still haven't replaced their striker. Oh, this is getting boring at this point. Jordan Ibe is finally a gold card. And for Man City, they have Zuccolini playing in the midfield. He was in their academy at the start of this whole simulation, and for the last 6 years, basically sat on the bench. Angelino has also signed for them. The Man United team is really strong, but if this team was actually played in real life, it would not have gone well in 2021. Junior Hoylett on the left wing. Oh, fuck, okay. Don't know why. Maybe because his name sounds like toilet. Harry Kane clearly didn't develop into the mad goal-scoring machine that we're all aware of today. They have Juanfran. No way. They have Juanfran. Baptistao goes from Atletico Madrid to Schalke. Sabitzer, 9 million to Guingamp. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Big move. William Carvalho, 60 million euros to Leverkusen. Leverkusen have been spending loads of money in these windows. This year in real life, Manchester City won the league and Liverpool won the FA Cup as well as the Carabao Cup. In the Champions League, Real Madrid won it, of course. With regards to big signings done in the 2021 transfer window, Jack Grealish, huge signing from Aston Villa to Manchester City. Romelu Lukaku bought by Chelsea for nigh on 100 million. Jadon Sancho bought by Manchester United for 73 million. Ben White going from Brighton to Arsenal for about 50 million. Varane to Man United. Okay, big signing this window, Laborde going from Bordeaux to Schalke. In the Super Cup, Manchester United beating Bayer Leverkusen. Arsenal have Stoke once again making the final, by the way. Good on them. And with regards to how the Premier League is sitting, of course, Man City won it in real life and they won it last year in simulation. And they're top again, but Newcastle are second. Maybe Newcastle could do it. Wow, that could be a story. Burnley have 8 points from 24 games. That is abysmal. Norwich down there 2 with Sunderland. Norwich are buying reinforcements to try and keep them in the Premier League, though. Quite clearly, they just bought from Besiktas, Milicevic. El Neni going from Basel to Rem. Oh my goodness. Never went to Arsenal like in real life. Hakim Bellarabi going from Leverkusen to Bilbao. I feel like I see the same 5 or 6 clubs in every single transfer. It might just be me. Rafael Guerrero from Lorient going to Hanover. With regards to coming up from the Championship, again, hoping Derby. I haven't seen them all video and I just want them, please. This is my last chance to see them in the Premier League. Spurs won the Europa League again. That's cool. Oh no! In the Champions League, Real Madrid made the final, but they lost to Schalke. They're in like the second tier of German football now. Near enough anyway. FA Cup, Newcastle win it. Wow, okay. Did they do a double? Arsenal win the League Cup as well over Stoke City. Did they do a double? Who won the Premier League? It's Arsenal. Oh my god, they did a double. Nice. Okay, yeah, Arsenal are just really, really good for some reason. Newcastle kind of fell off a little bit, but I mean, 8th position, nothing to complain about. Down the bottom of the table, Burnley on 19 points get relegated. Norwich on 28 and Crystal Palace also on 28, both get relegated. Not enough. Leicester, 32 points. Survive. Who's coming up? Please be Derby. Please be Derby. Please. No, we came 7th. Ah, okay, so we didn't qualify for the playoffs. We're not going up. Swansea got 100 points. They're coming up alongside Sheffield Wednesday, and then Bournemouth, Hull, Fulham, and Nottingham Forest in the playoffs. Brentford are in 10th in the championship, so they're coming up. They're working their way up. But what about Luton Town? They came 2nd in League 2. They got promoted. Wow, okay. Luton Town up to League 1. I'd like to remind you that the Champions League final hasn't yet been played. However, while I'm editing this video, it will be played, so I'll pop up on screen who won. I'm just going to assume Man City did the treble. Can Man City do the treble in this game just like they did it in real life? It would be so funny if Inter win. I'd like to remind you of transfers that happened this summer. I have no idea. Darwin Núñez, there you go. There's one that happened this summer. Oh my goodness, Andre Gomez goes from Bilbao to Monaco. I feel like these players have all just disappeared by now, though, if that makes any sense. Like, they're just not in the world of football anymore. Here we go, deadline day in January. Halilovic, oh my goodness, big signing for Monaco. Again, I feel like Monaco are in every single transfer. He does not exist in the football stratosphere anymore. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Jahan Bach, oh, he just spelled Brighton, I think. He's gone to Ingolstadt. In the Super Cup, Schalke beat Spurs because Schalke won the Champions League because realism. In the final of the Carabao Cup, we have Arsenal versus Newcastle. However, it's still called the Capital One Cup because they maintain their sponsorship rights. With regards to the Premier League, Manchester United top it with 61 points. Man City follow them up 8 points behind. Then the bottom of the Premier League, we have Fulham, Watford, and Sheffield Wednesday, who have made the Premier League several times in this Premier League simulation, despite having never made it in real life. Spurs are 8th because Newcastle are 5th and Everton are 6th. Once again, Everton have not gotten rid of their striker. Your striker is 64 rated. Get someone new. You can afford it. You haven't bought anyone for this whole challenge, and you just persist on saving money. I know you bought a new stadium, but we're back in 2016 now. Okay, we're not updating Goodison. Buy a striker. Anyone. He's not scoring. I know he's not scoring. You got Cleverly on the wing. You got Barkley, captain, through the middle. You've got Browning in defense. Stones is still there. He's not in the midfield where he should be. Thank you, Pep Guardiola. Deulofeu is on the wing in 2022. Seamus Coleman is 83 rated. The man's got no knees anymore. I love him to bits, but he's got no knees anymore. And they're like doing well in the Premier League. This simulation makes no sense. Roberto Firmino is 87 rated, and this is the first season he's starting. This Liverpool team's actually quite strong, apart from Jordan Ibe and Gomez just persisting in the team like a virus. Fabian Delph and Zuccolini are starting for Manchester City. Don't think either of them are at the club anymore. Zuccolini, whose name sounds like an American vegetable, and Fabian Delph, who will never leave your club. Then leave your club. Manchester United have a really good team. Adnan Januzaj hitting his potential. Memphis Depay never leaving. Nainggolan getting signed for nigh on 50 million. Schneiderlin being a decent signing. Darmian being a decent signing. Blin being a decent Blin was an okay signing, actually. Wayne Rooney's finally regressing, by the way. He's 82 rated now. Maybe he'll leave finally. Thank God. Wijnaldum is demon time. Mbemba in defense. That's funny because it's a funny name to say. Hoylett on the wing. Yes, Hoylett on the wing. Sheffield Wednesday have Nathan Redmond on the left wing. He's their best player, apart from Martins on the right wing, who I'm only going to assume is Obafemi Martins. Sadio Mane through the middle. They also have a 68 rated striker with Southampton. I don't know why. Spurs, Ericsson, Townsend, Chadley, Kane 83 rated, Bentaleb 84 rated. That means Bentaleb's better than Kane. Where is Dele Alli? Stoke City, Bojan 84 rated, Shaqiri God, Arnautovic demon time, Shawcross still alive, Butland's not terrible. Sunderland actually in the Premier League, haven't got relegated a single time, by the way. They have a guy called Mandron up top. Who is he exactly? Djilabodji in defense, who I just wanted to say because his name is nice to say. Swansea have a man of questionable morality playing at cam. That's about all I can say. And West Brom have Berahino 85 rated, probably going to the World Cup. With regards to national teams, Messi has unfortunately retired from international football, whereas in real life he becomes Thanos himself, wins the World Cup and becomes the GOAT. Belgium have Benteke up front, not Lukaku. They have Hazard, Vakali. Yeah, this is not the golden generation. They have Lukaku at fullback, but don't worry, it's his brother. Brazil, Neymar is God. Marcelo is God. Everyone's God and happy and really, really good at football, but they still can't win a World Cup. Cameroon has Abubakar. Need I say more? Canada has Junior Hoylett. Need I say more? Chile have actually, no, they don't have Alexis Sanchez. Where is he? England have Danny Welbeck up front, Maitland-Niles on the right, Sterling on the left, Ross Barkley with Wilshere, Henderson, Shaw, Smalling, Stones, Klein, and a guy called Keane in nets. Who is he? Nobody knows, but the English team probably doesn't even know. He's just a man they found in the stands. France have Benzema up front, Tolisso, Lacazette, and Griezmann. Pogba's 92 rated now, by the way. He is like amazing. Ozil, Royce, Muller, Kroos, Phillips, Hummels, Boateng, Young, Hector. What's the Irish team looking like? Oh, we still have McCarthy in there. And Grealish. Oh my God, we've got Grealish. So much for a £100 million player. It's worse than James McCarthy and Seamus Coleman in 2022. Italy have El Shaarawy, Balshinelli, Palombone, Baselli, Jorginho, Verratti, Regani, Darian, Romagnoli, Desciglio. Netherlands have Memphis Depay, Quincy Promes when he's not doing questionable things, Martins, Indy, Silasson, De Vrij. Oh my God. Norway do not have Haaland. Poland have Lewandowski being Lewandowski, Krychowiak being a beast. Portugal have no Ronaldo. Carvalho playing CDM. He went for 60 million to Monaco. Slovenia have an 82 rated Oblak. Spain have Isco, Thiago, Diego Costa, Mata, some Suarez guy. It's not Luis Suarez. Bardanka. Sounds like an insult. Oh, look, it's Shaqiri and Mbolo and Xhaka and Kasami. Oh, that's a really good... Oh my God, that team's really good. Turkey are also like a 5-star team, even though they're kind of terrible. United States of America, they have Letget and Yedlin as their highest rated player. Uruguay, no more Luis Suarez. You have another guy called Suarez, but he's a right back and he's not very good. Venezuela have Rondon. Wales have Aaron Ramsey, McDonald, and Joe Allen. Here we go, the grand conclusion to the video. It's all come down to this. We've simulated for 8 years on our own. Who is the best football club after all our simulations? Wolfsburg win the Europa League. Manchester United win the Champions League for the second time in these simulations. Somehow they're still a good club. They haven't fallen to pieces after Sir Alex. So Wayne Rooney still hasn't retired. He's still going for Manchester United at a ripe old age of like 40. Arsenal win the League Cup against Newcastle, and Spurs beat Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Wow. North London Derby in the FA Cup final, and Spurs get the silverware. So they actually do win stuff in these simulations, unlike real life. In the Premier League though, who wins it? 8 years on and hours of simulating. I've been doing this for so long, I want to die. Who wins the Premier League? Man City on goals 4. Oh my God, that's so close. They got the same amount of points. They got the same goal difference, but Man City scored more goals, so they won the Premier League. Oh my. Wow. Over their rivals, Manchester United. What a dramatic end. Relegated, just for clarification, are Watford, West Brom, and Sheffield Wednesday, who have been up and down. Sheffield Wednesday, they've been doing really well. Man City come out victorious. They've won the last 3 Premier League titles on the bounce. Not in convincing fashion, but I suppose you don't need to win convincingly, you just need to win. Having that said, if you enjoyed this video, then watch this video where I spun a wheel and put a different icon on every single Premier League team. Then play the season and let the carnage unfold. It was great fun. Thanks for watching.